Dr. Savannah Onana. Billy is summoned by Shazam to assume the position. That doesn't sound right. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Round to the Knight's Table. I'm Jim.
I'm Eric.
And today we're going to talk about Shazam. Shazam stars Zachary Levi as Discount John Krasinski, Mark Strong, Asher Angel, and Jack Dylan Grazer of It fame. You know, broken arm. Tasty, tasty, beautiful fear. Shazam is the story of Billy Batson, a teenager who got Joe dirted in the middle of a crowd by his mother. Billy is summoned by Shazam to become the new Shazam.
Say my name.
You're goddamn right. After Evil Bald Dude was rejected.
Mark Strong doesn't have a name anymore.
Savannah rejected as Shazam.
Because he was not pure of heart.
He becomes the evil bald dude, empowered by the 7 deadly sins. Demons. I mean, is it not Kevin Spacey? Evil bald dude? I meant in reality. I'm not even talking about 7. Let's talk about the good. Shazam was fun.
Yes, it was.
It was entertaining.
Very funny.
It didn't stiffen up so bad like the DC movies have in the past.
Yeah, like, you know, Aquaman had stiff, stale humor.
Aquaman just crammed so much into it. It was just too much. This, I think, kind of kept it small scale.
Yeah.
Even the budget wasn't tremendous. 80 to 100. That's pocket check. I'll write you a check for that right now. It'll bounce like crazy, but I feel like DC movies, much like an old man on Viagra, slowly on the rise. I think this played a lot like Homecoming. My kids enjoyed it. Fair warning, if you're a parent and you're taking a child in there that is under 13, as this was PG-13, they say shit a bunch. There was a few laugh-out-loud moments, I thought.
Oh, yes.
One of them, my favorite part, I think, was I like when he throws the Batman at him. That's hilarious.
Get him, Batman!
It's the big epic showdown, and they're both just flying, and Dr. Savannah's giving the big evil guy speech.
Yes.
And it cuts back to Shazam. He's like, oh, are you doing a speech? I can't hear you.
As typical as his role may have been, I thought Mark Strong did a pretty good job
I
as the villain.
I thought so too. It wasn't
better than Sinestro.
Better than Black Manta. Well, I mean that costume, man. I just
that
stupid.
bobblehead.
He can't even go into lids and get it fitted.
Zachary Levi was very funny.
He was. I thought it started off. He was like,
He was like trying to get the feel for it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he really came into it pretty well.
And then the kid from It.
But I knew that there were like 5 or 6 kids at one point that came together to be Shazam.
Yeah.
And I like that they threw that in there at the end.
Yeah,
I
thought
had
that was...
all the different, like the full-on council type thing.
And Adam Brody pops up in it.
California. I figured it was going to be really cheesy, but I was pleasantly surprised how non-cheesy it was.
Let's talk about the bad. The opening to this movie it's essentially the backstory to Mark Strong's character. 1974. Bro, your age is showing. And it was a little slow. Well, some of the acting to me was a little overacting. With Adam Brody, even when he came around, I felt like he was trying to be too much like that kid. I mean, that's who he is. I understand that, and he's really just playing him. But you could tell, and that's kind of what bothered me.
So they kind of overacted by trying to not overact, but trying to overact.
Whoa, I felt like I was just in a Christopher Nolan movie. So about the end, I did like it. I did enjoy it. The battle was pretty good. It dragged on a little bit, though. I thought it was a little too stretched out. It wasn't Lord of the Rings stretched out, with 55 different endings. Peter Jackson, leave some shit on the cutting room floor, bro. It was a little dull, and it felt a little campy to me.
Once you get all, 6 of them there, it should have been a decently easy wrap-up. I mean, they don't really know how to use their powers yet, and speaking of their powers, it didn't explain if they all had the same powers or if they all just had parts of Shazam's powers.
That's what the sequel is.
Mr. Savannah, also known as
Mark Strong's dad.
Mr. Luthor from Smallville, can't get away from being the dad of the villain.
Of a bald guy, too.
Oh my
God.
I didn't feel like we got enough 7 Deadly Sins.
They were pretty good. They were
good, and I like...
They were kind of
CGI
the right amount
of
of creepy. Yeah, I thought so. Mastermind shows up. The caterpillar. My final thought, good fun. Maybe Dwayne Johnson finally gets his Black Adam.
which was referenced.
Also, any movie that has Don't Stop Me Now in its soundtrack, guaranteed for me. This movie's not perfect, really enjoyable, and if you're an absolute DC hater, I'm looking at you, Vinny, you won't like this movie. I like this DC where they're going. I'm excited like hell for the Joker.
Overall, yes, I really enjoyed the film. It was entertaining, it was funny, had good action, a little bit of emotion thrown in there.
They sprinkled that in with the orphan family.
It says it's present day and all, but the kids, were they really talking like it was present day? I mean, holy moly, officer. I'd like to see it again.
How would you score it?
I'd score it an 8.4.
I enjoyed it more than Aquaman.
Oh, I definitely did. I've been telling.
Although I like Jason Momoa a lot as Aquaman. I just thought that movie was too all over the place. This movie for me, an 8.0 out of 10. If you saw Shazam, still me. Let us know what you thought about it. If you liked it. If you didn't like it, leave us a message in the comments. Hit that like. You already know what the fuck it is. Hit that subscribe, and we will check you out next time only on Rounds of the Night's Table. Game of Thrones is coming back.